we made it to Esperance. First impressions are really interesting. You arrive through the semi-industrial area right onto the Esplanade, but the Esplanade is largely taken up by the shipping port, so I think they load grain and stuff into there. So it's not the prettiest Esplanade I've ever seen, but it's certainly, once you move out of town, it improves a little bit. So today we're taking the kids for a drive out to Great Ocean Road. We'll follow that along. It's about
Great Ocean Drive.
Great Ocean Drive.
Great Ocean Road is in Victoria.
So there you go, the boss is into me. So Great Ocean Drive, it's about 40 k's, does a bit of a lap and then goes around the back of the pink lake. So hopefully it's pink and hopefully we get some good views of the ocean and the coastline here. We've got a site at RAC. Seems like every man his dog's at Esperance at the minute, so there's a big overflow. Every caravan park's booked out. So we ended up at the campgrounds or the showgrounds for 35 bucks a night. You got to be self-contained. All right, let's take you on their drive around Great Ocean Drive. Ciao. We've come down to Rotary Lookout to check it out. We've found a nice couple of little early morning coastal walks. Rotary Lookout's just 5 minutes out of town, so it's not too bad. You get to have a good explore of the coastline. There's a couple of different graded walks, which is pretty easy. We're doing it in the pluggers, so the kids having fun, but I'll spin it around and get some good views. So I think this overlooks West Beach, and you get to see a couple of the islands that are out in the bay. It looks pretty awesome. But it's definitely worth coming out to do some early morning walks before the sun gets out. So if you're in the area, it's definitely an easy way to get your steps in. And how can you go wrong with a beach like that? Let's check out this lookout around the... Ah, what a nice view. Ah, check it out.
Beautiful. Yeah, we're going down there.
I just saw a whale jump up in the air.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. So as you walk around,
These are the islands.
you get to see. So let's check it out.
So, West Beach. There's West Beach.
That's
there.
West Beach there.
Charlie Island. Is that one?
That's Charlie Island. Gull Island.
Woody. That one over there. Cape LeGrand is all the way over there.
Yep, we'll head over there tomorrow.
Frenchman's Peak is all the way over there. This way is Lake Wharton.
And there's the Industrial Esplanade.
We are halfway through Great Ocean Drive,
Yep.
but at the end of the beach part of it, and we've ended up at 11 Mile Beach, which is probably the best family-friendly beach in terms of the kids being able to go in the water a little bit deeper, but not too deep. Twilight Beach was also beautiful for the old thing, like jumping off rocks.
It's good if you can jump off the rocks and stuff like that, but it was pretty choppy out there today.
And they have lifesavers there, swim between flags. At Twilight Beach, but not here. But this one is really lovely. It's still choppy today if I turn it around.
It's got an awesome little lagoon area here for the kids, which is only
Lots of
about
rocks to climb.
1.5 feet deep. So,
And of course you find our kids in the sand, as usual. But it's a bit of a climb down, quite a few stairs to get down here, but that's okay. We're going to stay here for a couple of hours, maybe have some lunch on the beach, and then we'll do the second half of the Great Ocean Drive, which I think is more the Pink Lake and just getting our way back to town. So we're halfway through the loop, really, and this is probably the best stop.
nice and cruisy drive. it out, Twilight Beach. How amazing is the rocks?
I'm getting the beer. You too much water.
It's a bit fresh.
Too much water.
Wow, that is
Warm.
Protection from
Cold.
waves. And I'm surfing.
Nice soft sand. Alright, we're still down in Esperance. We've been quiet for a couple of days. I was crooking the van. There's nothing worse than being crook in a van and you're just stuck in a place that you want to go explore. And you're trying to keep 4 other people healthy. So Liz was a trooper. She picked up the slack and did pretty much everything. So it just goes to show you though the importance of your partner or someone else knowing how to set up the van and hook up, because I was pretty useless for 2 days at least. So it's definitely well worth being prepared. So today we're going out to Cape Le Grand and we're heading over to Wharton Beach.
Wharton Beach.
And we've picked a rubbish road. We've just followed on Google Maps. It's corrugated as hell. I'm about to drop the tyre pressures just because I've had enough now. And goes back onto bitumen shortly, allegedly. But yeah, we've just about had enough of this. So I'll stick the camera out the window in a minute. I'll show you the corrugations.
I think that was my fault because I typed in Lucky Bay and then Wharton Beach, and then we decided to go to Wharton Beach first. So I think we should have just stayed on the mains road to get there rather than go through the national park to get there in a way. So we'll see how long this lasts. Hopefully it's not for too much longer.
Check it out. We have made it onto Wharton Beach. Check out that for a view. How good is that? Parked up, cruiser parked up, didn't have to let down the tyres at all. And this sand is so squeaky. Strange sand. What are you doing? Oh, it's squeaky. Have you ever seen sand this white? It's amazing. It's so fine.
We're at beautiful Wharton Beach. The boys are having lots of fun in the shallows. It's quite choppy though at stages. And I'm here making lunch rather than packing lunch before we went. I just got everything that we needed, and now that we've got the fridge, it's really easy to keep the ham cold, the butter cold, all that stuff. Making lunch on the go much easier than it used to be. Less of a rush in the morning and more fresh when we eat it.
I'll take you for a cruise along Wharton Beach. This is awesome. It's one of the best beaches I reckon I've been to, so it's nice and protected by the sand dunes. It's a bit blowy today, but not too bad. But definitely worth having a hop into. It's just 40 odd minutes past Lucky Bay, I reckon, near Duke of Orleans, and The watercolour is mint. So good. I don't think I've seen beaches like this on the east coast ever. Hopefully I can get out of this soft stuff here. There we go. It's not too bad to drive along either. I'll see if I can put up the drone as it cruise along, but it's a nice protected beach really. Everyone's getting in the water and enjoying it, so it's not too busy either, which is the best bit. We're just airing back up after driving on the beach, so I'd let them down to 20 psi, but I'll just put these back up to 40. We're just hopping between Wharton Beach and Lucky Bay, so let's air up and let's crack on with it. Easy, 5-minute job. Check this out, just arrived at Lucky Bay. Unbelievable. Check the colour of the water. Not pulling up on the beach on this one, but we'll walk down a couple of steps from the car park. And you can see some of their famous kangaroos that come onto the beach.
Can I see if I can pet one?
Check that out.
I want to see if I can pet it. Oh my! They let us pet it.
Harrison, not too close.
No, they let us pet it. They like me.
It's a little cutie.
Whenever I can get up close to kangaroos, they always like me for some reason. We petted a kangaroo.
Just chilling out in the shade sail.
This is small. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a dog. What happened? To kick me away. Oh what?
Yeah, be careful.
So cute.
Oh, buddy. Okay, kick me.
just gentle. White as sand. What do you reckon, Sammy? So check it out, this is where we're set up for the night. As I said, it was $58 a night, so it's not bad, which includes your pool swim, but also your pass around the rock as well. So it's a good walk, Harrison.
Yeah.
You enjoy that?
Yes.
It's a good little setup. We've got our own little area, so I'm pretty happy with that. There's plenty of car parks here, so you got to get in early, I think. It's started to fill up in the afternoon. This is us for the night, so we're going to set up camp and start to get stuck into dinner. Alright, we've come out here at almost sunset and check out Wave Rock. Come have a look. It's pretty cool. There's lots of little colours in the different granites. It must be at least 20 metres tall. And it's so nice how the sun hits the different colours of the rock. It's beautiful. It's only about 80 metres long, but it's definitely cool. And I think over years and years the weather just erodes it. I think that's what we read somewhere. But the kids are having fun running up and down it. It's definitely worth coming out to have a look. I think in combination with, you know, the salt pools and stuff, it's definitely worth having a trek out to Hyden to have a look. I reckon you get lots of different photos depending on whether it's time of day, whether it's sunset or sunrise. I reckon you get some nice photos. I think sunset when we are now is probably the best because the sun's just setting over the back of the rock a little bit and you're catching a bit of sun on the end of the rock, so it's beautiful. Make the trek out here, definitely worth it.
Made out of granite. Its shape has been caused by weathering and water erosion over the years, which has turned it into the wave shape. Water running down the rock during wetter months dissolves the minerals, which adds to the colour of the rock. And different coloured algae grows to show some colouring. Ooh.
This is the third biggest one.
Really cool.
Look at this whole thing here.
Alright, we're just making our way around the back of the rock to where it lives?
Hippo's yawn.
Hippo's yawn. So apparently there's some rocks that look like big fat hippos yawning. So we'll go check them out
How many hippos are
tonight.
It does say it's a 25-minute walk.
So that's alright. We've got 3 kids. I'm the only clown that wore thongs, so we'll see how we go. It's actually nice and shady over this side of the rock at sunset. You having a good walk, Alex? Alex?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Do you like the wave?
Can you do a hat?
Yeah, of course I can, buddy. Looks like we made it. This is Hippo's yawn. How cool is that? Hollowed out rocks.
Put your teddy away.
Alright, today we've driven out about 4.5 hours from Esperance to come out to Wave Rock. I hope it's bloody worth it because it's a long way to see a rock. But we've also come to check out, there's the salt pools. And here we are. It's very European sort of vibe. It's got the sandstone steps and apparently you just float. So we're going to give it a crack. I think the boys will jump in with me. But it's very echoey in here. So it's kind of cool. Bit different, I think. Boys are going to give it a go. And then we'll, I don't know about Livs. Where are you at?
No, I'll supervise from the edge.
But very cool.
Alright, are you ready to take the plunge?
Time to get salty.
Good luck.
Little nippy.
You don't need the bottom, you're supposed to be able to float. That means it's cold. Oh, there we go! It's floating! It's not even drying. Look, it's floating. It's magic. What do you think, Alex?
I don't know.
You want to try it?
I don't know how to.
Let's see. Harrison, how is it? Flip around onto your back. Whoa, you're floating. Alex, try. Alex, you try. Yeah, look at your legs. Good job. Good job.
This is so surreal. Just floating away. Takes your whole body weight. I'm holding up Alex as well. I don't think I can get very high around the water.
Having fun, Harrison? Having fun, Alex?
That's a weird feeling, but I'm getting used. I can hold on with one arm like that.
You sure can. Why don't you let go of Daddy? You
Look,
can.
Daddy's got no hands or arms.
You can. You won't sing. So is this a definite must do?
If you're heading out this way, come to the resort end of Hyden. Where are we? Hyden. Out to the resort and check out this place. It's not quite finished, but it's awesome. Alright, we've just popped into the centre of town to check out some of the local sculptures. There's plenty in the main street. It's only a small street, but they're pretty cool and quirky. Kids are loving it. It's all recycled stuff and all made out of metal.
John, would you prefer the taxis now or taxis 100 years ago?
Definitely the Hyden taxi looks like it's rocking. These two dudes are having a good time.
That looks fun.
I've seen a taxi driver look the exact same as that.
How old? Dad, how old?
Let's see how old it is.
Old mate's there.
No, buddy.
He looks like a pig driver.
So he does. No, it's up in here. Steering wheel.
Love that.
That's so cool.
How are you
Look at it.
doing?
Look at his hair.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Do you reckon it's a lady?
Yeah, that's a girl. Whee! Oh.
And that's a little child?
Mama.
Hey, baby.
He took his head. This is what I like to do.
This is what you had to do. You had to strap everything on the front of your bike, go into town, pick up your food.
He took a bicycle.
Oh, this one's special.
Oh, there's a doggy at the back.
A nice horse and cart. Look how cool's that. He's smoking his pipe.
Got a missing too. Got a couple of missing teeth. Oh, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. I don't have to climb up on that.
They're old trailer plugs. How cool's that? Morning all. Up nice and early again. Thought we'd check out a sunrise at the top of Wave Rock. And let me tell you, it's worth the walk up here. Nice and peaceful, everyone else is still in bed. Nice and quiet. How was the walk, Sammy? You enjoy that one? It's not too hard, is it?
No.
Nice and early. I'll spin it around. And that's your view. The caravan park's just sort of down through here. You can see a nice salt lake over there. And that's where the salt pools are in the resort. There's a nice sunrise. This is the top of Wave Rock. Awesome view. Definitely worth getting up early to come check it out from a different perspective. You get different colours on the rocks early. And the other half of the rock that we saw last night's in shade. And the top end's all in sunlight, so you get to see some different colours, so it's really cool. So if you're staying here, which I highly recommend because it's a 4.5 hour drive back to Esperance and Wharton, come out and stay, check out the sunset and then the sunrise. You won't regret it. Alright, time for a sit and relax and enjoy the view.